Hey everybody over at Movies.com. It is the Schmoes No Movie Show. I'm Christian.
And I am Mark. Christian, this weekend in theaters, Taken 3. Liam Neeson is still at it, but this time, he's on the run.
Well, they're flipping it. They're flipping it the way Fast and Furious did. They can't stick with the same premise. They got to change it up, and like you said, he's on the run. Now he's the one. I don't know what's taken this time.
Everybody is chasing after him. You know what he says on the phone? What
the
terrorist said to him in the first one. Good luck.
Yeah, and that's it. So now we were thinking about it. So there have been so many on-the-run movies. What are some of the best on-the-run films?
Yeah, now Taken 3 has the potential to be on this list. We really hope it's good. We love the first one. We'll see. Coming in at number 5 is one of the all-time classic on-the-run films about two bank robbers you may have heard of, Bonnie and Clyde, Warren Beatty, and Faye Dunaway. Maybe no one's ever looked hotter on screen.
A true story, by the way, so that's another reason why it makes the list. The fact that these two were just not the best people in the world. And
pretty despicable.
And running away before the age of cell phones and being able to track people and all that.
It was easier back then.
A lot easier to get away, and they got away for a very long time. And when they went out in a blaze of glory.
When they were robbing banks, you think they just bank stored money in like the little sacks? They just had the dollars.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Number 4, that would be one Thelma and Louise. Talk about on the run. These are just two normal gals that go on just a total shift in their lives, and then they are on the run. That's the entire premise of the movie.
Yeah, it's a Ridley Scott film, and man, it was just a shocking film when it came out, and everybody loved seeing this movie because it was Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis, and man, we're gonna stick it to the man, literally. And then they also hook up with the young Brad Pitt in the film, and the end is just one of the most exciting climaxes that you'll ever see.
Pretty nuts. Then what do you got at number 3?
Well, number 3 is going to be not one, but actually a series of 3, 4 if you count the Bourne Legacy. Then you also have the Bourne franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Damon is Jason Bourne, and he's on the run. He's got to be exhausted by this point.
He is on the run because he's part of this program that he doesn't even know who the hell he is at first. So he's trying to find his own identity, and then he has people chasing him. So he's by himself the whole entire time. He's absolutely on the run to get his identity throughout the entire 3 films. So that's a great choice.
The poor guy literally wakes up in the water.
Just floating around.
Have you done that since college?
I did it last week. I don't know why. Number 2 would be a great underrated film. If you have not seen Steven Spielberg's Catch Me If You Can, another great true story. This dude. You talk about a guy who's on the run the entire time. He was like 17 years old, stealing identities left and right. They couldn't catch him. Tom Hanks couldn't catch him. That's how good this guy was.
Two of my favorite names is Abernathy and Hanratty, and they're both in this film because Tom Hanks is looking for Leonardo DiCaprio. He can't find him. Leonardo DiCaprio's father is played by Christopher Walken. That's always fun. And just watching how this guy could con his way into things that I don't know that you could get away with today in today's modern age, and that's why these movies
He would find a way, though. That's how good he was.
You think so?
Oh, he was so good. And he was so good, he started working for the FBI. Even Christopher Walken, son, you have to go. Run.
But the one thing that he could not fake is a medical degree, like Dr. Richard Kimball in The Fugitive.
Based off of a television show. This was a movie that Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones won the Oscar for. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Great stuff going on in this movie, and you don't even know as a viewer for the very first time the way that they set this film up. You kind of know because it's Harrison Ford, but did he kill his wife?
Yeah, you don't know. You see these weird-looking flashbacks, and you were looking for the one-armed man, and maybe it's not the one-armed man after all. And Tommy Lee Jones, again, is just, he damn near steals this movie from Harrison Ford, who's like an all-time great action star. So that's why The Fugitive is number 1. The train scene. The train scene, ladies and gentlemen.
And just the back and forth between Tommy Lee Jones and his crew. A great performance by Joey Pants. Great stuff going on.
Very good, very good, yeah.
So good.
I don't have some of the sprinkles on.
I love that movie. It's so great. I remember it came out of nowhere too. When you knew that Harrison Ford was in a new movie, but it stays with you.
Well, something else that you really loved and you loved so much you fought for and you really wanted it to be on our honorable mention
Runaway Bride
is Runaway Bride, and you also brought up the Terminator. Now, why should that be on the list?
Well, the Terminator 2 is not so much as on the run because they're trying to run, but it's more about really learning about Skynet. The whole premise of the first Terminator is to get the hell away from this metal thing that is chasing. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's working in a restaurant.
Okay, well, how about Will Smith and Gene Hackman in Enemy of the State?
Good one.
And how about one that's not as good, starring William Baldwin and Lawrence Fishburne, Fled?
Good Lord. How about First Blood? The First Blood is one I really fought for to get in there because Vietnam vet John Rambo was on the run the entire movie, running around these woods, and maybe they should have left him on the run because it didn't turn out well for those cops.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Fled.
Okay, what say you? What are some of the movies that we missed? Do you like our list? Do you think we could have changed them? Should we reorder them? Comment below and tell us what you think. What are some of the best movies with a hero or person on the run?
And make sure you check out Taken 3 in theaters this weekend. Liam Neeson is back.
He is.
He's never really left.
Yeah, I'm Christian.
And I'm Mark.
See you later.